Hi my gardening angels, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Jess. I typically grow succulents on my channel. Today I'm expanding into a few different types of plants. But before we begin with the plant haul, I wanted to make an announcement. So if you guys follow me on social media or are on my email list, if you want to be on that, I will include a link to that below. But you would already know this. But I have worked really hard and have put together a succulent propagation course for you guys. It's designed to be tailored towards you specifically in your environment. So I know I put a lot of free content on here with tips and tricks and different how-to videos for succulent propagation. And this is different in a sense of that I'm really tailoring it to each individual, and you're going to be able to walk step by step through each succulent propagation method or in your environment, etc. We're going to have direct communication. I'm going to be doing a bunch of giveaways for the students that sign up. So I'm actually going to be opening that course on Thursday, April 18th. So please pay attention and put that on your calendar. I'm going to be doing a live stream. You can go to my channel and click it to set a reminder for you. It's already scheduled on there. So if you want to be a part of that live stream, you can go and remind yourself to be part of that. It will be at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And yeah, so it's not designed for people who are really great at succulent propagation already. It's meant for those that might be able to get one baby out of a handful of leaves, but might struggle with it. So it's really meant to answer your guys' questions. I've put a lot of time and effort into this, so I really hope that it's easy for you guys. I've also really reduced the price of it so everyone can afford it and everyone can learn these methods and kind of get that base knowledge to garden with. So let's jump into the plant haul. Keep that in mind and think about it, and I'll show you guys what I got. So I guess we'll start with the succulents. I must have lucked out last time I was at this nursery because, guys, I live in South Dakota. We only have a few nurseries here and very few succulent options. Most of the plants that all of our nurseries sell are for landscaping here in South Dakota, and that does not include succulents unless you count sempervivums, like hen and chicks, because those can live here, but otherwise, like soft succulents, they don't have a huge variety of. But last time when I was there, I had a huge Sinencio. I might have butchered that name, but it was ginormous. You guys might have seen it in my last plant haul video, but I got that for $4. When I went back there, it looks like they had went and cut off all the tops of them and repotted them for the same price. So I got kind of double what they're selling now, which made me really happy and thankful that I got it when I did. But it looks like they had gotten a new order of succulents. So these were $3.79 each. And I picked them up just because I had never seen this one before. This one's Moondust. And I mean, he's only in like a 2-inch pot, but he had 2 babies. But I really liked him because I thought he kind of looked like a Lowy, or like a cross somewhere in there between maybe like a Lowy and a Lillicina, which are 2 of my favorites. So I picked him up because love that one. And then I did have a Black Prince for a really long time, and it did really well for me. And then I think it got hit with mealy bugs a few years ago and just wiped out all the ones that I had, because I had like 12 and they all died. So I picked up another one because they had one here. This one's definitely smaller than the ones I had last time, but there are 3 of them in this little cluster. So whenever I go to succulent nurseries and pick up succulents, or not succulent nurseries, but just nurseries in general, and I'm shopping for succulents, when I'm looking to buy them, I'm definitely looking for ones that have multiple heads, multiple rosettes, I guess, because you can cut them and separate them and just have more bang for your buck, I guess. So if you haven't thought of doing that, definitely do that. Also at checkout, I think these were $2, yeah. But I had to pick them up. They are little tiny pots. I don't even know what would fit in them, like a really tiny succulent baby. And I don't know if I'm going to put them here. Let me know what you guys think. But they are flat on this edge. They're a cube, right? And then they're flat on this edge. They don't have a drainage hole otherwise, but I think they're meant to put on your wall. Like that. So I don't know if I'm going to put them over here. They're really cute. I know they're really small, so I might have a hard time finding something to actually put them in, but I really wanted them. So one of the main goals of going to the nursery was actually to find a plant to go in my kitchen, which I think I showed you guys in my house tour. I just had a hanging pot there because I knew that's where I wanted that pot, but I didn't have anything to put in it. I really wanted a peperomia turtles. I don't know if there's a scientific name for it, but it's just this long string of these little leaves that kind of look like turtle backs. But I couldn't really find one that was worth the amount I wanted to pay. So I actually went to the nursery and we were just kind of looking for something that would have kind of hung down, because I really wanted there to be a big plant there with a lot of accent color for that area, because otherwise it's kind of a boring spot. And I have been wanting an asparagus fern, and we looked so hard at that nursery for an asparagus fern and we could not find one. And I actually went and asked the people that worked there if they had one, and they brought me into their back room and they had been propagating them and they weren't ready for sale yet, but they gave me one. I think I paid like $4 for it, since it wasn't to the size that they were wanting to sell them for. So really great deal. I got what I wanted, and he's not going to be able to live there forever because I don't want him to be a hanging plant, but, and I haven't potted him up yet. He's just in a little tray, but isn't he just awesome? And he's kind of hanging down, like his branches are heavy enough, I think, that they're kind of trailing on themselves, but I just thought he was a really cool plant. And then I will have him hanging up there in that corner, and I think he'll do really well because we have a lot of water running in our kitchen and it doesn't get much sun, so I think he'll kind of like that area, and he's doing pretty good so far. So I'm really excited about that. One thing I did find out though is that asparagus ferns are really poisonous to dogs, so I will just be keeping this one high and not letting Kona eat it. So I have two other plants that I got that I'm just very obsessed with. This is a Terrace Fern, P-T-E-R-I-S. You can tell me if I'm saying that wrong. I think it's a silent P. Who knows? But these leaves are just so much fun. They're very crinkly. They're very whimsical. I just kind of love them. They kind of look like an illegal plant. But I just love this one. I think it's very, I don't know, like I said, whimsical. I just think it's fun. It also kind of makes me think of Petrie, like the, what was he? Oh, why can I not remember the names of these dinosaurs? You know what I'm talking about? Like land of, anyway, the little dinosaur. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Pterodactyl. He was a pterodactyl. I think his name was Petrie, but that's what this one kind of reminds me of. Sure, looks like a pterodactyl. The thing I'm struggling with most with ferns is keeping them humid enough. So South Dakota is a very dry climate unless you're on the east side, but I'm on the west side. Very dry. So I've been putting a little tray of water and rocks and then just setting the plant on these. And I'm hoping that that's been working. I've had these for about a week now, and so far it's been doing really good at keeping them hydrated. My maidenhair fern, I learned the hard way with that one that we just have no humidity here. Still alive, but not looking so hot. So I'm still working with that one, trying to recover it. And then this is the one that I think is my favorite. I mean, I'm really happy I found the asparagus fern. The Terrace Fern was kind of just mixed in there, and it was kind of cool, so I got it. But this one I didn't have any intention of buying when I went there. Didn't even know it existed. but I just really like it. This is a heart fern, and I have no idea, I have never seen this fern before, but I just think it looks so neat. So I don't know if I like it because the leaves are kind of thicker and more like a succulent. I really like the delicate leaves of the maidenhair fern and of these ones, but this one just, it's very different to me, so I really like it. But same thing here, I just have them in a mug. This is not what I want to plant them in, but I just have some rocks and water in there as well, trying to keep it hydrated until I can find some pots that I actually want to plant them in. So at the nursery, the other fern that I really wanted to get, but I'm going to have to wait till the end of the month to go purchase, is called a Foxtail Fern, and these are really fun. You should look them up, but they're little conical shaped ferns, and they're just kind of, I don't know how to describe it. I'm not describing it well, but I think I actually showed you guys a little clip of it when we went to the nursery.
What is this? Look how big it is. You guys, this is huge.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. I love sitting down and kind of sharing with you what I've recently purchased, and kind of giving you guys ideas. But don't forget to give me ideas of what I should also add to my garden, because you guys come from all sorts of areas of the world, and I would love your suggestions of what you love, and maybe I can have those around my house as well. Don't forget also to go set that reminder. Just go to my home YouTube page, and it should be the very first thing. You should be able to click on it and set yourself a reminder for that live stream this Thursday. This course is made specifically for you, and I will talk more about it on Thursday and be able to answer a bunch of questions. It's only going to be open for a short amount of time because I really do want to focus on those students that sign up for it. Maybe later down the road I'll open it up again, but I just want you guys to have that on your radar, and that's why I am telling you now, about a week in advance before I even open up the course, so that you guys have time to watch this video, put it on your calendar, and then make the purchase. So definitely keep that in mind. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye.